If we can realize what our weaknesses, where we are giving gaps, where are that lack, then we'll be able to play the game efficiently.
Dear Nectarians, welcome back to your podcast Nectarz Within, and I'm your CNK, and this podcast is all about mind, life, and soul. Let me take you to the next segment. This is the most favorite segment of mine, which is I went through your videos and articles and everything. I picked up certain quotes of yours, and I like to just throw that randomly to you, and I like to know your view or a thought behind that quote. It could be in a very subtle way or in elaborate way whatsoever. I just like to know your inferences. Are you ready for it? His own quote of yours.
Yes, okay.
First quote of yours. Know your weakness, then your strength, and play your cards to have a successful life. So, what is your thought behind it?
Since a child, they write proverbs in the classroom boards. I don't know how it is.
Yeah, we have the thought for the day.
Yeah, yeah, thought for the day, and the proverbs will be written in the blackboard. Know your strength is one of the thing, okay. But since then, I had this thought of why we are not talking about weakness. Why nobody wants to know their weakness? So whenever I read that statement, we should know our strength. You should be aware of your strength. I always think about why people are not talking about weakness. Where is that weakness? Some way no down the line, I realized that if we can realize what our weakness is, where we are giving gaps, where are that lack, then we'll be able to play the game efficiently. See, strength, definitely yes. Okay, I'm not saying we should not know strength. Definitely, strength, the knowledge of one's strength is a must, is a requirement. But don't forget to analyze about where you're lacking. If only, if you just put a list, what is my weakness, and write top 5 weaknesses. And what of these weaknesses are contributing to my failure or to my not achieving my goals or results? What is not contributing to that? Then just focus on those top three weaknesses and start working on it. So this was my thought process behind that particular quote.
Is there anything that you like to share on your own weakness or something how you worked on? Is there you like to share anything on that?
Weakness in the sense, one thing is my discipline. Okay, I was really I'm a very bad in that particular area. I aspire to be a more disciplined person, like how we read in books, like in motivational books, or when you read 10 pages, you feel like, okay, you're now, from this moment, you're going to be the most disciplined person on earth, and the next 5 minutes, I'm gone. So I'm not able to bring that discipline into action. So that was my weakness. I understood that. I accepted it. See, what I felt was, until and unless we accept our weakness, we won't take any step to work around it or resolve it. We'll only find excuses. When you say excuses, you will never change. For whatever it is, you can apply for anything. This is something I tell my child also. You accept it. No, there is no problem in accepting. That takes a lot of courage. But you accept it, automatically you will start to grow. From next day onwards, when you come to do the same mistake, your mind will say, hey, you already accepted you have done this. So why you are repeating now? So this is the funda behind that. So as I was saying, with respect to my weakness for discipline, I accepted it. For a long time, I did not accept. I was actually masking it. I thought I am a disciplined person. But then one fine day, it's like a realization. No. I am not at all a disciplined person. Then comes the question of, once I accept it, what are the areas where I am missing discipline? Is it waking up early, or is it going to bed early, or is it more of scrolling, phone usage, or is it more of spending time doing nothing, or am I not at all reading? So you see, once you start venturing into exploring your weakness, you will start to see what are the gaps where I can fill. Then whatever is possible to my lifestyle, I slowly started making changes. So this is one way of handling my weakness.
Thank you, Swetha. That's so interesting to know. And the next quote of the day: be the savior of yourself in first place. So, what's your thought behind it?
So when you say this particular quote, be your own savior in the first place, the reasoning behind writing this quote is, we can face any number of challenges, okay? Big hurdles, failures, disappointments, setbacks, lot of frustrations. It just differs from person to person. We whatever we cry, we do or complain, we are going to face it in one's lifetime. It's not going to change. We do get help, but ultimately we are the person who are going to handle it, right? At one point in my life, I realized there will be a time when whatever you face, you won't be able to put it in words and make others understand. There is completely different concept of understanding something and you being understood by others. There is a different shift. You can understand a lot of things, but the same thing does not resonate when others can know to get the same sense of what you're saying, what you're going through. That, no, being understood is it's a huge thing. So when you're going through a troubled phase, a difficult time, we desperately look for help. We desperately feel somebody can come and save me from this. Somebody can come and do some magic, and the next day it is all going to be good. But here there is another reality. You might be surrounded by a very blessed family, very understanding people around. They all wish good things for you. They all want you to be better. They want you to do well in life. But still, love is different. But the same loving family might not know how to give a proper help, how to properly guide, how to properly channelize, how to even save you from that pain. That's why I said to be understood is a huge thing. Very few people, very few people will take that effort, because that takes that effort to understand something, right? Everybody is going through their struggles. So this is my message for when I wrote that line. I should say I got a lot of messages, DMs in Instagram for that particular quote. I then understood that so many people are looking out for that kind of a help. So where are you going to get that help? When you decide you are your own best friend, you are the best motivator, you are your helper. When you decide and strongly believe that I am going to be responsible, I am going to be responsible for myself, I am going to save myself from this. I don't want to leave myself struggling in this situation forever. I will figure out. So when you take that deep affirmation inside and start thinking in that direction, I'll tell you, from some way or the other, through people only, again through human forms, through signs, through directions, you will get help. As you said, universe will come and help. But universe is actually waiting. It will just wait and see what is this person is doing. Let me see. It will pull you to, what do I say? It will push you to that corner where, other than being strong and helping yourself, you have no other choice. You waited so long, you cried, you're not getting any help or guidance. What else you will do? But the moment you help yourself, it's a magic. It will transform you as a human being. Like the way you see the world, the way you handle situations, the way you talk, the way you write, everything, there's a huge shift. That I can assure you. So be your own savior and watch miracles happen in your life.
Very nice, Swetha. So, this is something I also adopt in my life. So, before even I just come there, I like to tell you. So, what you say is to help yourself, the first thing is to identify it that you need help and to have an affirmation within you. Hey, I'm going to help myself, nobody else. Is that what you're trying to tell here as the first step or first action?
Definitely, rightly said. The first step is to acknowledge and accept that something is, you need help. Here, the main problem is we are so worried about what others are thinking, what others will, make these calculation and judgments. Any day it's going to be there. Any day it's like sunshine, sun rises in the east, people judging will also be right there. It's not going to go away. So that's my opinion. So firstly we have to acknowledge, okay, I need help. There is no problem in accepting, because only when you accept, you can talk to your close ones. And as I said, even our close ones, they'll be very understanding, very loving, but still, we are all human beings. If someone in my closest family is going through a very difficult time, I might not know how to handle it. I'm not trained, and we are all not trained to handle emotional, turbulence or pain that we carry in our heart. Everyone's experience is so personal, so sensitive. We might not know, right? That doesn't put us in a bad light also. That gives you the clarity. When you openly accept, when you ask for help, when you seek, hey, I'm going through something like this, I really need help. First step is something that we all do. We talk to our family members. But after that, once you accept it, you will slowly see what are the things that are in your control to address it. It could be as simple as, taking care of yourself, a good food or nutrition, anything. As simple as writing a gratitude exercise, saying thankful, being very thankful for all that you're having in life, stepping out in nature, diverting yourself. There are so many things. But as you said, the first point is accepting it. Accepting, okay, something is wrong. I will work on myself. The moment we take responsibility, I'm telling you, clarity. There is beautiful sprouting of clarity that will come right in front of your eyes. Okay, this is something wrong. I will address it. Otherwise, we'll only be living in dream mode, one fairy tale mode, where okay, things will get better. Things will get better.
So it's all about being responsible for our own action and taking that first very step of acknowledging that we need help and taking that very small step. Eventually, the universe comes to our rescue. So I believe in this analogy. Universe helps or God helps someone who helped themselves. So that's something you also tell now. Thank you so much.
Personalities being very different, want to have a very long-standing relationship. We are not in that state to give advice. But so far in this journey, what I've observed, I will tell. It is to agree to disagree and just respect as a person.
Dear Nectarians, thank you for listening. I really appreciate your time. I hope you liked it. And if you think it resonates with you somehow, please share, subscribe, and like the video. And forget not to click on the bell icon. And please leave your insights in the comment section. Can't wait to read them. And with that note, thank you, thought then, namaste, and vanakkam. Let's spread our sparks and spread our nectars.